All right, what's up, guys? If I seem a little congested and all, I still got the Rona, but that's not stopping me from doing some videos. So I figured I'd go over the quick and dirty way to intonate your guitar. And yeah, man, if you want it to be like dead perfect, you should probably get a professional, but that costs money, and you can get it pretty close on your own. Pretty close, right? First of all, you want to have a good tuner. A good guitar tuner. Get the best one you can. Honestly, I got on my computer, I've got some pretty good tuners, so I can plug mine into the interface and use a computer tuner on there. I have some really good ones on my software. If you're on there, the GVST programs, they got their G-Tune tuner is really good, actually. You know, now, you take it to a guitar shop, they're going to have some really high dollar tuners. The better the tuner, the better result you're going to get, period. But that said, I mean, get the best tuner you can. If you got one of those clip-on headstock tuners, it's not the best. But the whole point is doing it yourself, you want to get it closer than it is. Right now, your guitar, you'll play like a G chord and it sounds fine. You play an A and it sounds off. Or it sounds more out of tune the further up the neck you play. That means it needs intonated. And there are a lot of ways, you know, well, I can show you the way to intonate your guitar. So results may vary, right? There are a lot of things that matter with this. Let me find one of these guitars here. We'll start with this one. I'm going to show you the different types of saddles and bridges that you'll run into. But in general, the gauge of your strings can change your intonation. It has a lot to do with string tension, the way you play, how hard you fret the notes, all that kind of stuff. But basically, you can get a basic intonation done yourself. It's not hard. You don't need to be scared of it. First thing is get it set up the way you want. You know, if you're going to adjust string height, if you're going to adjust the truss rod, anything like that, do that first before you intonate it, because all that affects the intonation. And the whole point of the intonation is, you can see here, you've got your saddles that the strings run across, right? And on most guitars, you can adjust those. You can make them shorter or longer. You can make the string shorter or longer by adjusting those in or out. And that's how you intonate your guitar. That's where the adjustment is made. So, you know, you get your string height, adjust your bridge, get everything else the way you want it. And we're going over electric guitars here. You plug it into your tuner, right? Like I said, get the best tuner you can. And pretty simple, you tune up your guitar, get it in tune, and then you play it open, and then fret it on the 12th fret and play the same note. So open, you want it perfectly in tune, 12th fret, you play it and see which way that tuner goes. If it's flat, you want to shorten the string, so you want to adjust that in. If it's sharp, you want to lengthen the string, adjust it out. Usually you get a pattern where the high string is a little bit shorter, the next one's about the middle, third string's longer, and it starts again with your D, A, E string, same thing, shorter, middle, longer kind of thing going on there. That's usually what you see. Sometimes you have a guitar that's a little odd, you know, like the low E on this one, I had to actually adjust further out than I usually do, just because of the guitar, I guess. I don't know. It was just kind of difficult to do. You might also want to use your neck pickup, specifically. Bridge pickup tends to be a little pitchier, you know. You get a slightly duller sound from the neck pickup. Go with the neck pickup if you have a neck pickup. And try to make sure that you're only playing one string. Mute all the other strings. It can help to get string mute like that, or to make sure you're holding them so that you're only playing the one string. It's very important. And when you fret the 12th fret, try to fret it the way you normally would. If you press harder or lighter, it can change the intonation a bit. And this is kind of an art, you know, there's a feel to it. But that's essentially how you do it. Now on this saddle, you can see this is Les Paul style. The adjustments are on the inside. So when you adjust it, when you check it and you go to adjust it, I'll detune the string all the way down. I don't take the string off, I just detune it and then kind of pick up the string and move it to the next saddle, you know, so that I can use my screwdriver to adjust that in and out. Now, if you have, let me see, Stratocaster style. This isn't a Strat, but it's a Strat style bridge. You can see the adjustments are on the end, on the outside. So when you go to adjust it, you take your screwdriver, put it on the outside. You don't have to detune the strings. You're going to have to, every time you adjust something like that, though, you have to get it back in tune. Before you check the string again, it will throw it out of tune, obviously. But on Stratocaster style bridges, it's on the outside. So you can adjust that without having to detune the string, which is nice. Whereas, like I said, with Les Pauls, you kind of have to detune the string, move it out of the way, and adjust it from the inside. Now, you have guitars like this, like a Telecaster, where you can see the saddle has 2 strings per saddle. So, you can't individually adjust the intonation on each string. You have to kind of adjust it per 2 strings and more or less split the difference between them. You know, you check both strings, get it as close as you can. Telecasters, they're nice guitars, but the way the bridge is set up, it leaves you with a compromise because you have to adjust 2 strings at a time. So you're just kind of getting it as close as you can, as well as you can. And then you have bridges like this one. This is a Floyd Rose, right? Totally different kind of thing. You have an Allen wrench screws on the end. It adjusts each saddle individually without having to detune them, pretty much like a Stratocaster style, but it has these long little rods right here that you have to turn, and you use an Allen wrench to do that. Now, this is not by any means all the bridges out there. These are just the, like 4 most common, you know. I'd say the Strat style bridge and the type you find on the Les Paul are like hands down the most common. The Telecaster would be right after that. Most Teles have that style of bridge where you have 2 strings per saddle. And there are lots of locking tremolo systems out there, and the Floyd Rose is the most popular. But whatever guitar you have, it's probably not too hard to figure out how to, you know, where the intonation adjustment is. Now, like I said, if you check, you play the string and then you fret it on the 12th fret and play it again. And if when fretting it, it's a little sharp, make the string longer. If it's a little flat, make the string shorter. Then retune it. Do the same thing again until you get the same reading for open as you do on fretted 12th fret, right? That's pretty much all there is to it. If you make any adjustments to the bridge, the string height, the truss rod, anything after this, you'll have to re-intonate it. Now, if you need it perfect, if you really want this to be perfect, take it to a professional. But you, on your own, can get it pretty close at home for free. And it's fun. It's fun because you get to work on your own instrument, you know, working on your own guitar. It's why I got into doing it, because it's fun and it's pretty cool. And yeah, I wasn't the best at it at first, and you won't be either. But the more you do it, the better you get. And the more you fiddle with your guitar, the better you get at it. If you literally want something to just practice a lot of the, you know, these and other techniques on setting up a guitar, go to a pawn shop, buy like a $100 guitar, get a cheap like Harley Benton or something that's like $100, $120 that you're not spending a bunch of money on, or even less. Buy the cheapest thing you can and see how good you can get it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other videos on all sorts of other techniques to set up your guitar and to make it better. And I'll even, I'll do some more here on this channel too in the future. Get you a cheap guitar, the cheapest thing you can find, and see how good you can make it, and you'll learn a lot. But anyway, that's how to intonate your guitar. It's the quick and easy way. Yeah, there are other things I could go over with it, but in general, that's the quick, easy way to do it. So, hey guys, peace out. I love y'all. Bye-bye. See you in the next video.